So the next tool I want to show you is going to be a small tool that you will find in every weekly spread throughout the year, and it is your daily habit tracker. This is a section that is at the top of every weekly spread, and it is designed to correlate with your goal setting sheets that you completed at the start of your planner. This is where you are going to take those action steps that you created for all 6 areas, and you're going to actually turn them into daily habits. Now, I do want to acknowledge that not every single goal that you set is going to have a daily habit, and that's okay. But if some of them do have daily habits, I want you to use this space to keep yourself on track. For example, if you looked at your health section and you said to yourself, I need to drink more water. So you did all the work and you got to the end being, my goal is to drink more water throughout the week. The step I'm going to take is working to drink 100 ounces of water a day. So what you're going to write here is drink 100 ounces of water a day. Or maybe you're going to start with 50 ounces and work your way up. However it is, you're going to create an action step and you're going to list it here. And every single day that you come back to this spread in your planner, I want you to ask yourself, did I drink the water? If you did, you're going to make a little check mark. And it might sound silly if you've never done this before, but I promise you, there is something so intrinsically motivating about watching your progress in these sort of charts. You will find yourself really turning it almost into a game of like, oh, no, I'm going to get every single one of these columns checked in because I just like the look of it. It makes me feel good. And you start to connect with these goals and you start to see how these daily practices really do help you towards achieving your goals. So that is a tool you can find every single week to help you on the road to achieving your goals. The next goal related tool I want to talk about are your quarterly goals evaluation sheets. You're going to find these sheets after every 3 months throughout your planner. And what these tools are designed to do is to bring your mind back to what goals you set and where you are on your journey towards achieving them. So we will again go through all 6 of these categories, and there's going to be some questions or areas that I want you to consider and fill out at the end of each month or sometime during every 3 months. The questions you're going to look at is goal progress to celebrate. Again, this is kind of how we started in the beginning. I want you to focus on the positive, really celebrate every single little thing you've done that has pushed you towards achieving the goals you set. Then I want you to look at critically, what are the things that you need to keep doing? This might be a space where you are able to look at how the action steps you have and analyze whether or not they're still working for you. So it is not uncommon as life goes on, as we work through our goals, that we might find those action steps that we initially created aren't actually doing for us what we thought they would. And that's okay. We are always able to, and I encourage you truly to always be evaluating your action steps and the progress you're making towards your goals. Because if you find that your action steps are actually working against you, you don't actually feel motivated to do them, you're not having much excitement around them, then they're not actually helping you to achieve your goal. You want your action steps to be things that you feel capable of doing and that you are willing to do in order to achieve your goal. So if there are things that you're like, yeah, this specific step just isn't working anymore, that's okay. We can talk about changing things here in the work still to do area. And then you will take that work you still need to do and you'll turn that into your focus for the next quarter. And in this section, this is where you'll list out any changes that you're going to make in your journey towards achieving your goal. So if you are adding new action steps, if you feel like, hey, you know what? I actually achieved this goal already, and I've decided that I want to focus on another goal more intently or add another goal in, that will be where you'll list that sort of stuff out here as well. If you find that this space here isn't enough, that is okay. Feel free to grab a journal, some loose leaf paper, and just use and add to that in order to continue expanding. The goal with these tools is to just make sure that you are keeping tabs on your goal throughout the year. So again, you will see these evaluations after every 3 months. And then at the end of the year, you will see another evaluation that I'm going to go over with and share with you next. So the last goal-related tool that you will find in your planner is going to be at the very end of your planner, and this is your end of the year review. So you have now spent the last 12 months doing things every day, every week, every month in an attempt to achieve the goals that you set at the start of the year. And so the first thing I want you to do, of course, is we always start with positive. I want you to celebrate achievements. So I want you to go through and list out every single thing that you achieved, even if you didn't fully achieve your goal. Even if you only made it halfway, 25%, whatever, I want you to celebrate that because all progress deserves to be celebrated. And then I want you to think about the growth and experiences you had as you worked towards achieving these goals. And I want you to list out your favorite memories related to that goal and that area of your life in the last year. Because one thing that you will find once you start a habit of analyzing, creating, and working towards specific goals is you'll find that it really does create different experiences. Your experiences become truthfully more rewarding and more enjoyable when you feel like you're doing them with the intention of creating the life you want. So I want you to list out some of those memories there. List out any lessons you've learned. There might be literal lessons, like maybe you sought higher education, or maybe they're just small lessons like related to motherhood, parenting, marriage, friendship, whatever it might be. Or, maybe it's something silly like, hey, I learned how to use a handsaw, or I learned how to do X, Y, or Z renovation on my own. All of these things are wonderful byproducts of chasing your goals, and I want you to celebrate those as well. And then I want you to start the work towards looking at your goals for next year. This isn't where you go out and you do your whole New Year's resolution sort of thing and you create your goals, but instead it's sort of laying the kindling down for the fire that will become your goals. Start thinking about what is it that I'd like to achieve in the new year and start listing those things here. You will then be able to take that information and carry it over to your new year planner, your next year's planner. And that will be you'll be able to hit the ground running whenever it comes to setting your goals for the new year. So this ends all of the goal setting and goal related tools that you'll find in your well-planned weekly planner. And I do want to say, I know that goals can be an intimidating thing. So if at any point in this goal setting process, you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and you need another helping hand, do not hesitate to reach out.